Okay, hi everyone. This is Pi, the calculus cat, and she's going to help us solve these power rule equations today. So, I'm going to teach you a little bit about the power rule of differentiation today. Before this point, in order to find the derivative, we had to use the limit definition to solve for the derivative. The power rule is a shortcut past the limit definition and makes finding the derivative much easier and less tedious. So, what is the power rule? Well, here's the formula. D over dx times, or x to the nth power equals n times x to the n minus 1 power. One important rule you have to remember when solving for the derivative using the power rule is that n has to be a rational number, and so we're going to do a couple examples to help explain the power rule and to you guys.
5 is our n value right here in the formula. So we're first going to write y prime. That shows that we're solving for the derivative. And then we're going to bring the 5 down to the front, right here. And then we're going to write that as x5 minus 1, because we subtracted 1 from the exponent. So that's y prime equals 5x to the 4th. And that's our derivative. And you have to make sure you label it y prime to show that you're solving for the derivative and not the original function. Alright, the second example, we're going to do y prime. Now this one has a coefficient out in front, so we do the same thing, but we just multiply these two right here. So that's going to give us 9x 3 minus 1 plus, multiply these, 12x 2 minus 1 plus, now this one has an understood 1 right here, so you're going to bring down that 1 to the front. Then you're going to have x 1 minus 1, and then the derivative of a constant is always 0. So y prime equals 9x squared plus 12x plus x to the 0 power is just 1, so that's just going to be 1, and then you leave off the 0. And then that's your answer for that one. Alright, the next example. This one, you can leave it like that, or you can rewrite it.
Say the next example again.
Okay. Wait, what?
Go. Just say.
Okay, so the next example is 2x cubed over 3. And you can leave it like that, or you can rewrite it as y equals 2/3 x to the 3rd. Either way works. So y prime equals, you multiply this 3 by the whole fraction. So that's going to give you 2x 3 minus 1. Y prime equals 2x squared. And there's your derivative for that one. Alright, this one is a little different because you have your variable in the bottom. So this is the same as y equals 1 over x to the 1/2 power, which you want to have all your variables in the top, the numerator, so this is y equals x to the negative 1/2 power. So that makes it easier to solve. So you're going to bring down the 1/2, so y prime equals negative 1/2 x, and since you have a fraction numerator, you have negative 1/2 minus 1, but that's the same as 2 over 2, and that'll just make it easier. So y prime equals negative 1/2 x to the negative 3/2 power, and you want to simplify all the way. So y prime equals negative 1 over 2x to the 3/2 power when you move down, when you move your variable down to the bottom, which can also be written as negative 1 over 2 times the 3rd root of x squared. And that's your most simplified answer.
Okay, here's a quick recap of the power rule. Bring down the exponent in front, reduce the exponent by 1, and then simplify. Don't forget that n has to be a rational number, and after you move and reduce, you must simplify all the way to make sure your answer is correct. The formula, one more time, is d x to the n equals n times x to
Okay,
the n
so
minus 1
Pi,
power.
the calculus cat, often helps me with my calculus homework, and I solved her it is. She lays on my calculus book, and she lays with me while I do my homework, and she even gives me the answer sometimes. Give me an answer. Pi, give me an answer. No. Wait, I don't know what to say.
Make it up.
No, I'm not good with improv. Always love pie. Pie's your best friend. Okay, and one more helpful hint. Calculus is always better with friends. I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, one more time.
I forgot. What am I saying? Calculus is always better with friends and what?
Easier.